Just thought you might like to see what state the wind puts my hair in. I have been working in my garden and this is a state that my hair gets in when the wind catches because it's so light and fluffy now. It's not like when I was younger and it was dark and that and it used to fall back down again. It doesn't, it just stays where the wind blows it. Hello everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. Have to get my computer right. That's it. And you see, that's the state my hair gets in when it's windy, and it is very windy today. It's actually turned very dark. It actually looks like it's going to rain. I haven't got my phone here, my phone's in the other room, but that would probably tell me on the app on my phone if we're going to get any rain. I think I looked this morning and it did have a spot of rain sometime in the afternoon, and it looks like we might be getting it now. But I've been out in my garden and I've cleared all the weeds. When I'm nearly finished this, I'm going to have to wind another ball for Derek's. I've got all the weeds from between the paving on the path down the middle of my garden, which was starting to get covered in them. And I'm about halfway through my patio, but I had to give that up because I couldn't bend down any longer, because what I was doing yesterday, cutting my hedges, not bending up and down all the time, but once I'm having to just keep bending up and down, that's when I can't work as long. So I've only been out, and maybe it's about 3 hours altogether today. That's including a half-hour breaks that I've had. But I'll show you, I just made a little bit video what I was doing yesterday, and I'll show you how things are starting to look. So I'll stop this video for a minute and come back again. Well, that's part of my hedge cut. I've been having a break for my lunch and sitting doing a little bit knitting. A half-hour break after my lunch. That's half hour as well as my lunch. So now I'm going to finish what I started. Well, that's my hedge cut. At least that part looks a bit tidier now. So long doing that, and then so long sitting down knitting. And a cup of tea as well I'm having now. I have planted Cheryl's sunflowers, see how they go. And something down there she gave me, she says are peppers. I'll see how that comes on. It might be a bit late for them now, like. So that's one or two jobs done in my garden. I just need to, after I finish my patio, get all the weeds out of the tub things I have on the patio, and put some fresh compost in, and probably get some plants from some late plants from the local garden place. Once I get all those jobs done, I've got to start on the other side of the garden, and there is an old patio behind my outhouse, which my husband used to use as a workplace. There's a lot of rubbish there. Once I'm going to have to get somebody in to get rid of the rubbish and that's there, actually old bits of paving slabs and bits of broken doors and things like that. But there's also a lot of weeds coming up between the paving and the high weeds as well. So when I get that sorted, and then I'll start on my front garden after that, because my front garden needs looking at too. But anyway, as long as I get some nice weather, I'll be out there. But well, as you can see, I've had to put a cardigan on. It turned really chilly. The wind, it's a very strong wind it is, and it was quite cold as well. It turned cold with the wind, even though we have a higher temperature, but the wind itself is cold. When the wind wasn't blowing, it wasn't cold, but anyway, so I'm doing a bit of Derek to do as far as this wool takes while I'm doing the video. I'm not onto an increasing row there. Been checking. I put the little stitch marker in because I'm doing increases every 8th row. And the way I do my increases, you can't see them, so I find it very hard to count up the rows. So I put a stitch marker in the row where I do the increase, and then I know I've just got to count 8 rows from there for the next one, and then move the stitch marker up again. Because I like the increases to be blended in with if you're doing a pattern, to blend in with the pattern so you can't notice them. And only I can't notice them when I'm trying to count up the rows. I can't see where they are. But anyway, I have another little bit of a video to show you. This is the one where I finished the double size yarn ball holder for a lady. My son Aaron, I think his name was Aaron. Yes, he ordered it for her, and it's been sent off to her now, but I'll show you that I made a little video just to show what it looked like when it was finished. So I'm going to stop this video again and then start it again after that. This is my latest, the double size ball holder. As you can see, there's 2 balls in there and 2 little places for to bring your wool through with the buttons, so you can undo it and take the wool out when you want to. That one is for a gentleman called Aaron ordered this for his mum. So that's how Aaron's mum's little larger ball holder came out. And I've had another order for, she's calling it a cake, but I hold cakes the way I do mine, like that. And when I use a small, mine is just a small, this one here is a small one I do. But when you put that in there, there's room for another one. You can get 2 in like that, cakes, without any trouble at all. So that's what I do, like what. I only need a small one, but that lady's asked for a one with a one of those leather bases on that I do. So if anyone is asking me for a yarn ball holder or a yarn cake holder, if you want the leather basing on the bottom, you'll have to ask for it. Otherwise, I just do them like the way I've done mine. Just an ordinary crocheted flat bottom on. So that's that about them now. And I have just started doing a bit of crochet while I was having a break. Only just started it. This will be Emma's phone, like that, and then fold down. Emma's asked me for a phone holder and a double size yarn ball holder. So I managed to do a little bit of that, bit of crochet during the time I was sitting down while I was doing my gardening. And I did a Happy Meal this morning from Elizabeth. Old Liz, as sometimes her name comes up on. And the lady put a comment on because I was mentioning about the pure wool, that I couldn't really touch it without it making my hands tingle and that. And she apparently thought I was ungrateful, but I am not ungrateful. I'm grateful for any wool that anyone gives me, and any like that, the pure wool. Those 2 balls that come from Liz will be going with another ball that I got from Barbara, I think it was. There was one of the balls of wool in the box that Barbara gave me was pure wool. I will be giving it to one of the old ladies at the bingo. Mind, I'm an old lady as well, but these are older than me. And that's who I give things like that to, because I can't use it and I won't store it and, you know, just keep it for the sake of it. So I don't know whether I sounded ungrateful on that video or not, but I wasn't. I was very happy when anybody sends me Happy Meal. So just in case anybody else sees that comment and think that I'm not grateful for what's sent to me, I am. So I hope that's sorted out, because someone else, Susan I think it was, made another comment and said that, you know, you could give it some stuff to charity. Well, it was just more or less what I'm going to do. What I give it away to anyone like that. Because the older generation, like my age and older, do seem to tend to prefer the pure wool to the acrylic and that, because that's what we were brought up with. It took my mother quite a long time, as she called me a whingy baby, to realise why I was whinging was because she was putting me in pure wool. It took her quite some time till she realised. And I don't know what kind you got after that. It was nylon, I think, and stuff like that. I don't know when the acrylic started coming into fashion, but it was probably cotton. She probably got cotton after that, I would imagine. But I know I remember her saying it took her a long time to realise why I was always whinging, because it was always itching like something not right. So anyway, that's enough of that as well. That's another rant, isn't it? And I'll be doing as much as I can of Derek's before I go out. And I'll probably take a little bit of crochet with me when I go to the bingo. My friend wasn't very happy last week because I was sitting crocheting, but I said to her, there's plenty of other people you want to talk to. You can talk to me while I'm crocheting as well. I might play the game with her for a few minutes, but I'm going to do my crochet as well. Because actually I'm sick of that game that my friend likes to play. But she loves to play it because she can beat me at it, that's why. So that's it, that's my bingo tonight. And I just knit 2 stitches and I should have purled 2 stitches. That's it, purl 2 and then knit 2. I've done that before and we're getting halfway across the row and realised I've had to go all the way back across the row. And I finished the little baby cardigan. That was the one that Victoria, they called her. I've sent her a message and told her it's finished. I need her address to send it off. So that was that little one. And that didn't take too long, because I was only doing a little bit of it. You know, I think when I was out in my garden the last couple of days, when I've been out in my garden, I was only doing a little bit while I was sitting outside. But I couldn't sit outside and knit today, or the wind would have just blown it away off my table. There's always something to spoil it when we're getting some lovely weather. So I hope, I haven't got my phone to check again, it's in the other room, but I hope we're not getting this wind for too long. Anyway, I'm nearly at the end of this. I've started knitting and I don't think I'm going to have enough to go across this row with this. Probably after I haven't knitted very much of it, I'm going to take it out probably. Because it has to go 4 times across the needles to go across that row, and it only goes across twice. Definitely taking those stitches out, winding another ball. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you all another time, so bye for now.